Hi there. Hi there. This is Two Legs Better, and welcome to my channel on Badminton Academy with Two Legs Better. This is my racket and shuttlecock. Now, in this episode, I'm going to talk about learning. What is the best way? What is the most effective way to learn something? About learning, this is not academic presentation, so I'm just going to piece together some of the things to help you get a better idea of this. So what do you think about learning is? Learning is a change. Learning is changing your behavior. It's like playing badminton. So what does learning mean? Learning means you didn't know how to play and then you learned to do that. You change your past behavior and you use your learned behavior to do certain things. So that's what learning is. Learning is about change. Now, badminton is a very complex sport. There are lots of skills involved, and there are also many different theories on that. For example, a very popular theory is called muscle memory, right? If you learn sports, you got to practice. You got to practice one motion repeatedly to have a muscle memory. It kind of makes sense, but not really to me. I understand the so-called muscle memory there, but I don't know. I just don't buy it. So let me present to you what I think is the best way to learn and see if that makes sense to you. Okay. Now the neurological evidence have shed a lot of light on learning. Remember, learning is, from a fundamental perspective, is just that we get some input and we get some output, and in the middle is our brain. So our brain receives the instructions and maybe practices, and then incorporate that into our brain to direct our body to do certain things. So that's all there is. So what you the way you learn, you need to understand brain, how brain works. Okay. Now, I'm a kind of a holistic learner. By that I mean, I believe the situations change. Say negotiation. Negotiation is not a framework that fits all. You can't use one framework just to do everything in it. You have to be able to adapt. So you understand the parts in order to put them together to understand, to react, to adapt. And same for badminton. You learn all kinds of things. You learn how to hit, how to swing, and how to do all kinds of different shots in different positions, and how to move your feet, your body. So everything is serving for the same purpose, is to hit the shuttle to where you want it to be. Okay, so now that is what learning is. Learning is sophisticated and holistic. Whenever I see somebody teaching just one motion, just doing one motion repeatedly, one motion, it's not going to work. It's because that's not what you do on the field when you're playing the sports. When you're playing the sports, you need to adapt. You are not standing there waiting for the shuttle to drop identically there and then you just hit it. It's not how it works. So you got to be able to move to understand the whole game. And from a neurological perspective, learning also depends on retrieving. You learn it, you don't want to forget about it. And one effective learning technique is to spread it out. So you learn one thing and it's really spreading out. For example, say you learn badminton, you play it yourself, and you go to practice, and you listen to your coach explain to you how the shuttle moves and how you move and how the swing moves and how the shuttle goes. And you also watch videos of others play, maybe even yourself, maybe some of the top players, how they play in the world, and maybe even listen to me explaining, right? It would be helpful. So, and maybe if you're interested, you could even pay attention to some historical facts or some famous players and develop a crush on some of those or something like that, right? Become a fan. So all of these things store your badminton knowledge there. And one of my things, my hobby is when I have nothing to do, I'm a man, so I just hold a racket in my hand, just kind of swing it, kind of feel what it is. It's 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 part of the game. It's part of the game. It makes you familiar with the handle, make familiar with the racket, and then so when you go play, it kind of become part of you. So this is a holistic, multifaceted, variety-based learning and retrieving. So when you learn from all kinds of channels, all kinds of informations. Each information is stored in different parts of your body, different parts of your brain. And then when you retrieve it, you can retrieve it from different ways. For example, it's like when I play, sometimes I just see the shuttle. Okay, it's a shuttle, it's high, it's coming to me. I can, go back and then, keep it in front of me and jump and smash. I can do that. Okay, that's when I focus on how to do the technique sound. Okay, and sometimes I also, I see the shuttle and I get ready and I keep my eyes on my opponent. I see, okay, so let's see what they do, and then I can change where I'm hitting this shuttle, at the last moment. So that's two different ways to retract the same information because you want to hit the shuttle, but from different locations. And the more variety you have, the more accurate your memory will be, and actually the better player you will be. And same for negotiation. When you negotiate, you look at the aspirations, the bottom lines, yours and the opponents, and you think about the cognitive biases, the emotions, the power structures, every little thing. In different situations, different things pop up, different things matter to a different degree. But if you understand all of the parts, and then you have a comprehensive picture, but also have a specific idea about what things matter. So if you want to learn badminton, just to play is definitely not enough. Because when you play, you repeat your wrong motions all the time, and it's not going to help. You can't improve just by playing. So you have to practice. And some people practice on their own. That's highly unrecommended because you just practice it with your partner. Neither you nor your partner knows, are coaches. They understand badminton. So you need a quality coach, a real quality coach. Not just somebody is good. Somebody is better than you doesn't make them a better coach. The coach should understand how it works, understand the physiology, understand the aerodynamics of the shuttle, understands the swing, the body movement, and kind of like sports psychology or things of that nature. So they should be able to explain to you what they are, and also be able to identify when you do it, which part needs improvement. And that is almost the only way you can improve. And there's so much behind playing badminton, and some people say, oh, it's a social sport, so we just play. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, if you just occasionally get on the court and just swing the rackets to hit the shuttle, yeah, maybe it is a social sport. But if you are any serious about that, if you play it regularly, I highly recommend you to find a coach to help you to understand, to learn how to play. And learning is based on a holistic approach, and not just a repeating muscle memory type of training there. So this is Two Legs Better, and this is my channel, and I'm still growing. So please subscribe and please share if you find it helpful. And come back later, and I'll give you more high quality content. And you have a great day.